I think this is wonderful because I think the Hispanic community could really uplift the Black community given the history between Black and brown people, you know? And this is more than just like a boycott. Like, I hope that you understand this as someone who is Hispanic, because Hispanic people should also, if they have the option to, should go and look for Black-owned businesses to shop at or even buy some of their products for. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about boycotting specifically Asian people. Like where I live at, it's predominantly an Hispanic area. So there's a lot of Hispanic business owners, stores, all that such, right? Even the schools are ran by a lot of people who are Hispanic. But given just even that, there are not a lot of Black people working with Hispanic people in these establishments. Like, everybody is staffed is primarily Hispanic. And I've talked to a lot of people in the Black community where they also feel that they don't have an interest in helping Black people. So, I mean, if you want to do that as a Latina and boycott, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I just personally feel that this should be something that as an empowering moment for all people of color to come together and to support their decision in a way where it's like they can use their money wherever they're at. So even if for me, like, I just found a Black-owned nail salon, and I'm actually really excited because I haven't gotten my nails and a pedicure done in a long time because I don't like to go to Asian nail salons unless it's like a private nail tech, and even well, then I learned how to do my own nails already. And I just personally believe, like, if we all pour back into the Black community and helping them establish their own communities, their own businesses and such, and we see more of it, I think it will fix a lot of problems that are here in America as well. And to address some of the things that I've been seeing where people are saying that they're calling in and doing like fake orders to businesses and such, I don't know what's wrong with those people. And I don't know why people would choose to express hate in a situation like this, because I see this as like an empowering moment for the Black community, actually for everybody. But people who are calling in orders and not picking them up, and they're purposely trying to destroy businesses, that's like a whole different mindset. I don't know why people would do that. I think that's completely uncalled for. Like, fighting racism with racism never works. But yeah, I mean, like, if that's what you want to do and that's how you want to spend your money, I mean, that's cool. I think everybody has the right to spend their money however they want to. It's not about hate, you know, that's the thing. I didn't see it about hate. I saw it as like, yeah, this should happen anyways, because when you really think about it, like in my last video, I had mentioned Black Wall Street. That was a whole massacre during segregation. Do you hear how crazy that is? Like, they hated the fact that their city was flourishing and developing on its own, that they had to go burn it down and kill like hundreds of people. So when I say, hey, you know what, we should support Black-owned businesses, yeah, we should. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, everybody should. They're just like any other community out here. So if you're a person of color, you should absolutely talk to your family and friends and just encourage them and educate them as to the why. Not because of hate, but the why to it. Because this is not meant to single out a certain community. If anything, this is to empower a certain community. But yeah, if you want to stop supporting Asian-owned businesses, I mean, that's your right to do so. You spend your money where you want to, the same way how I would spend my money wherever I would want to, regardless of race. Everybody should have the option of spending their money where, for whatever reason that they want to spend their money. And I don't really have to tell anybody this. I think this is where the respect is mutually understood. So
today I want to talk about this topic. For me, this is very simple. People are spend their money they want. That is with their choice. Nowadays, making their choice them. If you like a store, if you can shop there, if you want help store, if you helped it, that is up. I think the real point is not hate. The real point is the choice. People are want to choose their money to goes, and they think that is fair. I also think about helping people is a good thing. If you want to help a small store, go it. It is help to a local family, do it. It is help to a new businesses, do it. There is nothing wrong with that. But I do not spreading people attacking businesses. I do not seeing people make fake orders. I do not liking seeing people choose problem. That is do not help anymore. If you only create more anger and already have too much anger in online, every day people fight, every day people argue, every day people blame each other. I think people are tried to that. I know I am. I think people you want something better. They want respect, they want place, peace, and they want to fair change the life. At the end of the day, we are all people. We are all hard workers. We are all our families, and we all are better a future. So my opinion is simple: help people if you can, support people if you want, spend money where you choose, but do not spread hate, do not try to hurt people. That is never fix anything. Thank you so much for watching, and let's continue.
To all you token minorities out there, you need to wake up before it haunts you. This is coming from a former token Asian myself. Quick little story time, you know the deal. In high school, there was this beautiful Asian girl in my class, and I was head over heels for her. But she made it loud and clear that she was only into white boys. But mind you, this was the norm back then. Like back in the days, Asian guys got no love. And this, my friends, is where me running from my Korean culture begins. I started switching up my style, trying to dress like a white boy would. I started buying Vineyard Vines, Southern Tide, but buying it from the stores, this shit was expensive. So I started getting it secondhand from like Poshmark, eBay. If I had some big money for like my birthday or something, I hit like TJ Maxx. Did it work? Did she fall for me after I got this new white boy drip? Hell nah. But in my mind, I felt like I was getting one step closer to getting a girl like her who was my type at the time. Now, fast forward to college. Up until this age, I only got attention from Asian girls in the past, like in Korean church, for example, right? But when I went to college, I wanted to turn over a new leaf. Like I wanted to start attracting all types of girls. So, as one does, I joined a white fraternity on campus. And I was a token Asian, obviously. I got a lot of nicknames around being the token Asian also. But it was all okay because I was actually starting to get more girls. Like it felt nice. Honestly, when I think about it, I think even choosing the finance major was partly rooted in my insecurities of not being white. Like this was all my insecurities about trying to get a white girl. And now I wanted a white life. I wanted to move to New York City, become a hot finance bro, and then move to Connecticut. How you know that you're the token is that you start segregating your world of friends. Whenever I wanted to make a plan, I always had to think who I was going to invite. Either it was going to be my white college friends or my home friends, who were like the Asians. It was like the Koreans, the Chinese, the Indians, and everyone else. Those white college friends always seemed to make it on my Instagram posts, but my home friends, they never did. Cue the post-graduation identity crisis. From graduating until like 25 years old, I was still white Junie. I was working in investment banking. My Hinge preferences were basically pulling in like a bunch of white girls or like white passing Latina types or light skins. But each move triggered by my insecurities would create a little scar. And those scars over these however many years began to add up, and they started turning into just like this depression inside of me. I'd see my white college friends who were all getting closer and closer together when, just like doing absolutely nothing. But here I was trying so hard to fight for their love and acceptance. And at some point I just matured and was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't have the energy to fight. To this day, I still feel the ripples of this cultural identity crisis I've had pretty much my whole life. I don't even know who I am. Like I'm still working on finding that out. And this is a feeling though that I really wouldn't want to wish on a lot of people. I'm starting to embrace the fact that I'm Korean one step at a time. Like I'm going out in Koreatown now instead of the West Village all the time. And in terms of dating, I killed my type completely because having a type is what got me here in the first place. When you start idolizing a certain ethnicity, a certain group of people, you stray further and further away from yourself. I started dating around other ethnicities, other minorities, and once I started doing that, once I got rid of my physical type and moved into like a personality type, like people who are funny, caring, are down to do whatever. That's where I've been like these last 2 or 3 years, and honestly, it's helped my mind so much. I've started to actually understand who the real Junie is. But that's that. The reason why I wanted to create this TikTok is I see so many of my fellow minority brothers and sisters on social media. They're like, trying to curate this whole lifestyle that totally isn't them. Or I'll be out in New York City and I'll see a token minority raising up a group of girls with a group of total majorities. Like, you really think they're gonna let you hit, bro? What I'm telling you is what I wish I could have told my former self. You need to lock in.
Hello everyone, today I talk about this story. I think many people are learn something from it. This person is the video take about his life. When he was the wrong, they wanted people to like him. We wanted to fit in. We wanted to be accepted. so they tried to change himself. He tried to look different. He tried to act different. He thought that would make life better, but I did not. And I think many people do the same thing, not just him. A lot of people do it. When we are wrong, when we are young, we care too much about the what people think. We want everyone to like us. We want to be cool. We want to be popular. We want to attention. And something we forgot who we are. From me, that is the biggest part of story. That is speaker spent the many years trying to become something else, but we has not happy because deep inside we knew has not a real him, and that is the hard way to live. Imagine walking every day and trying to be someone else. That sounds very dreaming. I think life is become easier than we stop pretending. Life is become easier than accept yourself. We do not to be a perfect. We do not to be a like other people. We just have a yourself. Another thing I kill about the story, what you speaker becomes a more honest with him, and they started learning from about the who we really is. We spotted chasing other people is approval, and this starting focus on this own life. I think that it is very good listen because people is always have opinion. Some people will like you, some people will not like you, and the just normal this, that is life, and you cannot make the everyone happy, and we should not trying. I also think social media makes his problem worse. Every day we people is nice cloth, nice car, nice house, nice vacation, and sometimes we think we need all of that. Sometimes we think we need a become say someone else. But that is not true. Most people are just trying to live their lives. Most people have problem too. Most people have bad days too. Nowadays is perfect. The speaker also take about the accepting where we come from, and I think that is important. We should never feel bad about who are you, and we should never feel bad about the family. We should never feel bad about the background. These things are part of the story. Those things make you who are you, and there is nothing wrong with that. For me, the message is very simple. Be yourself. Do not try to copy everyone else. Do not spend your whole life trying to impress people, because at the end of the day, the most important things is beginning people is yourself. If you are happy with yourself, life become much easier. If you know who are you, you become life more easier, and the accept yourself. You do not have pretend anyone. That is why I like this story. It is not really about one person. If you have about only the many people, a lot of people go through this. A lot of people want to fit in. A lot of people want approval, but the best things I can do is stay tuned to yourself. That is my opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments.